Hello everyone, it's me, Little Ginger. Richard is on a return voyage to the Standing Stones of Calanais, so I was asked to present a very exciting new transmission, the 65th gene key. The transformational path of the 65th gene key moves from trauma to laughter, and it's the path of sorry about that. I have a huge uvula. See my uvula? Where was I? Oh yes. The path of shenanigans. I was originally reluctant to create a 65th since the gene keys are based on the I Ching, which only has 64 hexagrams, and mirrors the foundational tetrahedral structure that permeates all of creation. But then I thought, what the hell? The 65th gene key is the best gene key, or if not the best, then certainly the most true and awesome. It's a real shame that none of you have it in your hologenetic profiles, because, well, you're not puppets. Puppet DNA has 65 codons, and human DNA only a paltry 64. But hey, you guys have other things going for you, like lips, digestive systems, vaginas, and to a lesser extent, penises. Can we say that? Okay. Also, before I go any further, it's best to provide a quick refresher for you noobs. Each gene key, or universal attribute of consciousness, exists along a frequency band. The lowest is the shadow, followed by the gift, and the highest is the city. The shadow, well, duh, you wouldn't be watching this if you didn't know what a shadow is. This webinar is for level 2 hippies only. I should have mentioned that. Let's just say it's the frequency where you're always the victim. And to get to the next level, you're going to have to face the dark parts of you that keep you in that story. The gift is a bit of a misnomer. You're probably thinking of a new iPad or maybe a Tesla. Who gets a Tesla as a gift? Anyway. The gift is a state where you take complete responsibility for your thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. By the way, interesting contemplation. Would you rather have a Tesla or complete freedom from reacting to what anyone says or thinks about you ever again? The city is probably one that you're not familiar with. It's not city as in, we built this city on rock and roll. It's city from the Sanskrit for divine gift, and it's basically the top frequency. So, you contemplate your shadow, discover the gift, and when the gift is fully integrated, you achieve the city. Make sense? It's like popcorn at the movies. The little shadowy one is the most expensive relative to its size. Once you get there, the next 2 steps are easy in comparison. Another buck or so takes you to the gift, and for $8.50 you get the city, the mega bucket of spirituality. Think of the gene keys as buttery goodness for your soul. The 65th shadow, trauma. All of you have experienced trauma, right? I mean, you're probably watching this from a relatively warm and comfortable space in a first world country. You're likely employed and had the time to watch a 10-minute puppet show on YouTube. Sounds pretty traumatic, your life. You know, I recently gave this transmission at a beautiful home in Northern California, in this Edenic town whose Spanish name is mispronounced by all the white people who live there. San Rafael, they call it. San Rafael. This is how you know you're privileged. You drop an entire syllable from a saint's name. It's Raphael, people. San Rafael. And he's not just a saint, he's an angel, for Christ's sake. In Islam and in Judaism, Raphael is the 4th major angel, which sounds like a pretty big deal. I'm not sure how it works. I guess he's taller than all but 3 of the angels. Anyway, you go ahead and Raphael him. Remember Sally Jesse Raphael? She was just a crappy daytime talk show host, but people had the common decency to pronounce her name properly. That's a really traumatic existence, walking around mispronouncing the names of deities. By the way, ironically, the word Raphael means divine healer. Raphael means nothing. But enough about that. Let's talk about my trauma. Many, many years ago, I was just a wee finger puppet. No crop of red hair, just a stubby blue condom with eyes. Did you know that I was the original Thumbkin? Had quite the successful early career with that, here I am, here I am. Dylan wrote that. Double platinum on my first go. My agent at the time said I could be the next Michael Jackson. He was wrong. Though I did tour for like a minute in the 90s. I opened for Hanson at Puppet Palooza. No, really, I hung out with all the greats. Bert and Ernie, Elmo. I even kicked it with Lamb Chop for a while. She had the whole country eating out of a cute little hoof. But behind the scenes, Elsie liked to party. I could not keep up. By the way, you know who loved to party back in the day? Those little royal puppets from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. They would do rails off the trolley steps. Know what I mean? Remember that little trolley? Rumba, 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 ting, 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 ting. Rumba, 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 ting, ting, ting. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, when I was a wee puppet, I witnessed something so horrid, so indescribably grotesque. A different puppet locked away in a tiny bird cage, trapped in a life of servitude, and made to perform as to be chopped into wood. To this day, anytime I even think about the movie Pinocchio, the trauma of what that poor puppet went through, child abduction, human trafficking, threats of dismemberment. Okay, he's a marionette and I'm a muppet, but that could have been me. Even now, after 712 consecutive nights of ayahuasca, I can't clear my mind of that image of that wooden nose boner. I was too young to fully understand that it was just a movie, it wasn't real. A story about individuals who don't exist, except they do exist. Our minds and hearts make it real. So real that we identify with the lead character and weep, laugh, or shout out loud as we watch them move forward throughout the tale. In our lives too, it's just a movie, all a story. Thoughts are just electrochemical impulses moving throughout our neurology. We identify with these stories of failure and triumph in our own heroes' journeys. And as we age and move further and further from the original state of innocence, we forget that this is all just a film playing, and so sometimes we suffer. That is the shadow of trauma. The 65th Gift, Shenanigans. When we get lost in the despair of some experience that shakes us to our very core, we must go inward to discover that tender part of us, to love it and to heal it. But when we are lost in despair because our core is shaken all the time by the slightest turbulence, that is when we need to stop taking ourselves so damn seriously. When we remember that it's all a movie, we can change what our characters do. We are all of us here for just a brief moment, and we are all the butt of the same cosmic joke. That all of life must be the way that it is. It's all just a game. We are entering a new age and are shifting away from Homo Sanctum, sacred humanity, to Homo Ridiculum. Because it's not that nothing is sacred, it's that everything is bullshit. The gift of shenanigans emerges when we throw our hands up and say, "Fuck it, dude, let's go bowling." So experiment, break laws, mock authority, moon people, start a pillow fight, harass telemarketers, trespass somewhere beautiful, freak out the muggles, defraud an evil corporation, create subversive art, create any art for that matter. Hell, stick your hand up a puppet's bum. Or if none of that strikes your fancy, just dance your ass off any time and anywhere you please. Tom Robbins wrote, "Those people who recognize that imagination is reality's master, we call sages, and those who act upon it, we call artists, or lunatics. The path of shenanigans is for artists and lunatics. Go be both." The 65th City, laughter. Cities can only be transferred through silence. It is the silences between the words that carry the transmission of truth. Ready? Here we go. You get that? No? Okay, here we go again. Ready? You get that? Did the truth come through there? Okay, maybe I'll try some words this time. Laughter, I am frequently reminded by a friend, is the highest prayer. You see, the 65th gene key is the most spiritual of all the gene keys because it's God's favorite. But even laughter has its shadow. Laughter or humor can be used as a shield, a tool to avoid intimacy, which is why some of the world's greatest comedians struggle so much in life. Laughter can also be used as a weapon, to ridicule others so that we feel better about ourselves. But in its purest form, laughter is just resonance with truth. When you like my performances or leave an LOL in the comments below, I feel a connection with you, because I'm not ridiculing you, I'm pointing out the truth inside all of us. What I say resonates and hopefully inspires you to forget about those serious things, mostly desires unmet or losses felt. For a brief moment, laughing together lets you connect with the truth and with each other. The reason why laughter is the ultimate city is because it's your essence, your quintessence. Your laugh is your laugh. We can alter our laughter, and in fact many people do, but the only way to do this is to consciously or unconsciously hold back. But that's okay to do, to attenuate the pitch or volume of your laughter in certain situations, using our indoor voice, as it were. Sure, you can change or even fake a laugh, but your laugh, that's unabashedly you. It emanates to echo the truth from deep within you, within all of us. What amuses you and how you laugh is as unique to you as your own DNA. Sometimes a genuine laugh comes out at just the right amplitude, a lilty assonance. Others literally sound like an ass. Or perhaps a high-pitched squeal or guttural guffaw. Some of us hold back our laughs because we don't like them. But no matter what a genuine laugh sounds like, if you know how to listen, you can hear the pure and honest truth of it. And that is a priceless experience. That's why a baby's laugh is so beautiful. It's the laughter of innocence, a pure response of the sweetest kind. And that's the laughter that is the ultimate city. The essence of you emerges ever more fully, the more delight you are willing to let your spirit feel. That is the recipe for laughter. Albert Einstein famously said, "I'm not interested in this phenomenon or that phenomenon. I want to know God's thoughts. The rest are mere details." If you want to know God's thoughts, stop focusing on the details and just let go. I wanted to end on a joke here, but I thought it would be too meta. So I'll end instead with a poem, written by one of the true masters of poetry, one of the last remaining Renaissance men, my mentor and personal hero, David Misne. Embrace it all, my sisters and bruvs. Laughter is a gift from above. Laughter is compassion. It's not about making fun. So laugh at yourself above anyone. As you strip it all away and lay it bare, you see at last that nothing is really there. And at the same time, everything exists, but only in the mind is where suffering persists. Here's a secret between you and me. Your laughter may one day set you free. And when you laugh, do so fully. Hold nothing behind. For your laughter is chi unleashed. It is the very voice of the divine.